Ranking Villainous Subclasses for D&D Part 3, The Hell Knight. So this Unearthed Arcana has come out with two fiendish subclasses, one related to the Hells, which is this one for the fighter, and one related to Demons, which is for the sorcerer, which I'll be covering in the next part. Okay, so at third level, you get superior dark vision and the ability to speak infernal. You can also take one of your weapons and cause it to become a hellfire weapon, which just lets it glow and gives you the option to deal fire damage instead of normal damage. And then you also get your infernal wound, which is kind of the main core feature of the subclass. It lets you roll an extra d6 when you deal damage, causing the enemy creature to light on fire. 7th level, it upgrades so that if you roll a 6 on the d6 for your infernal wound, it creates an extra effect. The effects are related to the Hells. They're pretty cool. You only get 3 to choose from, and you only get them if you roll a 6 on that specific d6. So 7th level, you do also get resistance to fire damage, and something which I think is quite important, you get the ability to ignore resistance to fire damage, which actually does increase the power of the subclass by a lot. 10th level, you get what is my favorite feature in this subclass, which is Hellfire Surge. When you action surge, you can explode, dealing fire damage to everything around you. 15th level, you can cause your Infernal Wound to deal an extra d6 of damage if you roll a 6. Once again, you really want to be rolling 6s for this subclass. 18th level, you get 2 features. The first one lets you turn a roll of 1 on your Infernal Wound die into a 6. So, you know, it does at least double your chances of being able to actually use some of these features, but not until 18th level. And then you also get a Hellfire Condemnation, which is one of the weirdest subclass features I've ever seen. Basically, if you kill a creature, you can cause it to rise again in the River Styx as a Lemure. I don't know how that benefits you. I don't know. It can't aid you or anything. It's just in the hell somewhere. I guess it's just to stop creatures coming back to life, which can really fuck with a DM, actually. I really don't like that feature. Alright, final rating. I do not think Infernal Wound is nearly powerful enough to be the entire thing that this subclass seems to be built around, aside from a couple of features. It's really boring. It's thematically fine, the whole subclass. It's not something that people have really been begging for, as far as I'm aware. The biggest issue with it is that so many of the features revolve around you rolling specific numbers on this d6, and I hate that they are barred behind that. To be brutally honest, I do not think this is a very good subclass at all, and I'm going to be kind of brutal and give it a 3 out of 10. Is that too harsh? I don't know. Let me know if you think that's too harsh. Alright, stay tuned. I'm going to be doing the demonic one next.